after dark in the park. If you want me, I will go. So we can go and see the angels after dark in the park. If you want me, I will go.
Do 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 do.
Hello.
Yeah, I think it's working now.
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting
I was
game
just saying,
brought to you by EATV.
well, the mic was
I'm Guy
completely
Mowbray
not
and I'm
working
joined
there.
by the ever
That
knowledgeable
if you are new
Stuart
around here, please
Robson.
consider
We've got
checking out
action
some of the other
from
content on the
division
channel,
rivals.
liking and subscribing.
What are your expectations
And
from this?
we have the division rivals stuff to do today, which is going to take us a minimum of 8 games, depending on how good we are at in the games or not.
This is how the hosts line up. Iker Casillas starts in goal. David Beckham starts alongside Bruno Fernandes in central midfield, and they'll play with a lone striker.
Also, I'll be planning on doing a
This is the
career
lineup for the
mode.
visitors.
Well, plenty of attacking width in this 4-3-3,
A career mode
but
at some
they'll
point
need
as
to get
well.
their midfield players to join the centre
Maybe
forward as
even
much as
later
possible.
today, where I
If not,
take
he'll become
Livingston,
isolated.
since they finished bottom of the Scottish Premiership, put them in League One in England, and see if we can, on the hardest difficulty, take them all the way to the Premier League and potentially the Champions League as well. It was a lovely goal by Graham Carey, to be fair. Also, if it interests you too, I did do a live stream yesterday with some multiplayer on Call of Duty Black Ops, since of course we have the hype around the new ports releasing on those on PlayStation. Of course I did play it on Xbox. I do hope that they do release some ports for the Xbox, but we shall see. If you feel like checking that out, the replay of the live stream is on the channel at the moment. Okay, I believe that block there. Do you think this guy's a member of the side, men, with his gamer tag? That's brilliant. Mark O'Hara.
This could be threatening.
Oh, and some unfortunate news as well for the Scottish Premiership RTG for next year. Cometio, who is chasing the ball down at the moment, and I've just changed off of him, and he's going to score probably here. Yep. He has left for Charlton, apparently, so he will not be able to be used next year. It's a shame. He's been pretty solid out with that incident that just took place there for us.
Through the gears now. The attack is over. That's a good pass. And the attack
That's
is
a
over.
brilliant interception, but that pass was suspect, to say the least. We fake drag back, Barney, open up the space, get it to Tawanda Mazwin. That referee!
He knew what he was doing there.
You're going to spend a week in jail for that. Right, we hit the bar with the last few free kicks. Let's see if we can actually put one in the back of the net this time. Nah, over the bar this time. One of these days.
Well, he hits it so well.
One of these days that'll go in.
Just not quite on target.
Right, go on now. That is not good, Graham Carey. There we are. Wee bit of composure, lads. That was just not composed at all. That was lazy, if anything. That can only be described as lazy for me.
Promising move stalls.
Jamie Brandon over the top.
Well, they stopped that move in its tracks. That was excellent defending.
Does well to keep it in.
Whatever the words are for that song. It was on before this.
Moving the ball
Right,
forward.
Kizarides, you were man of the match for me on stream yesterday. No quite. Barney's no got the ability at the moment. He's got to wake up. He's at risk of losing his space to Martin Boyle once we get that evil that can put Boyle into it too. Ah, Suman. Not a good performance for you so far, Suman.
When everything is happening very, very quickly.
Right, Barney, you've got to state your claim here. That pass was not great.
Available in the middle.
I'm
The
not
ball
going to
is
lie to you.
lost, and the chance has gone too.
Yeah, well done, Katie. That's terrible, Katie. You've just completely ruined it.
The defence.
Jamie Brandon was there to tidy up, though. That's the main thing. Right, and out wide. Have we timed it right?
The ticket to be in.
We have not.
No, just
Ah!
offside.
Well, it's fine
That's just
margins,
amateur,
isn't it?
man.
But
Should
in
be
the
timing
end,
that
he
right.
just went too early.
Oh, come on. No way.
Excellent reading of the
We
game to
deserved
win the
that.
ball.
And then the
Yeah, that's the
what
way
I
to
mean,
win
I
the
swear,
ball back.
the
Good
passing
reading of the game.
has been broken in the most recent patch. I'm telling you,
Progress
because
continues.
it's going all over the place with some of the passes. That pass there from Mark O'Hara was supposed to go to the open man, and it just went straight to his guy, and we've conceded a goal for it.
Still allowed to run.
Amad Diallo. Do you see the post that Man United made about him, about Ivory Coast going out? They were like, chin up,
Ball
rest
has
in
been
peace.
nicely cut out.
What's that about? There's no deed. And I think it was the English Man United account as well that posted this, so it wasn't. I don't know what they were thinking. Right, Barney Stewart, that's what we want to see for you. Right back in it.
And surely momentum is with them now. Incredible. Vola.
Right, go on now. That'll do.
Sense of real urgency to this
That'll
attack.
do, Donkey. Oh, I tell you what, he's on a booking there. If he connects with that, then that's me wanting a red card for that.
They're in here.
Come on, finish it. Oh, just let yourself
Well, he
get
did
tackled. That's
brilliantly
all right.
there. What an important challenge that was.
Daniel Munoz.
No, he's trying to calm the play down a wee bit, it seems.
Those with the away team in their hearts won't be
Yeah,
happy
get
with the
across to
score.
him.
What about the performance as we move towards
Brilliant.
the break?
Well, what a first half this has been. We've had everything. But unless they start defending with more urgency, they'll concede more goals here.
Right, come
They've
on.
just been too easy to play against.
I'm not being funny, Barney, but some of these touches are questionable for you. You're not doing a good job to stake your claim.
They've
I know you've
lost it
scored,
there,
but
and the attack is
do
over.
they better than that?
Getting closer.
Ah, come on, man. Tawanda Mazwanizi, he's the reliable one. Mr. Reliable, Tawanda Mazwanizi.
But they've turned this match completely on its head. And that whistle
Tawanda
brings the first half
Mazwanizi,
to a
what a
close.
player. Half time. Considering we were 3-1 down, I'll for sure take that. Three different goal scorers too, can't ask for much more than that. Right, just quickly reply to a couple of messages before the second half kicks off. Right. Let's jump in then. Let's jump in.
We're back underway 45 more minutes to come.
Got to capitalise on the momentum we've generated here. Because I don't want to be here all day with the div rivals.
Chance for the lead.
That was a good goal. Fair play to him.
And that gives them a priceless
Fair play.
lead. Taken penalty.
Well, let's take another look. He chooses the right way to dive, but it's a...
Definitely going to have to get a new mic. There's been problems with this one today. Apologies for that dropping it. No commentary over it. What my like, man. Oh, we've rattled the Demba bar. We've rattled the Demba bar again, man. Always do that. Listen, at least I picked up on the no commentary pretty quickly before I'm just sitting here talking like a spud for an hour. Brilliant interception. Alright, Adam, how we doing, mate? Win that. Yes. No, man, the defence was open. Open, open, open. Oh, come on now. Come on. Fresh legs next time the ball goes out to play. And that. Over the top. Oh, well, that'll do actually. That's not what I wanted to happen, but that'll do. That's a joke. That's a joke. Oof. That's a lot of washing at animals. Ah, Suman. I'm checking the XG again. This guy's becoming a major problem here. I'm telling you. 3.7 and you've conceded 6 times. I know I've scored 5 with no XG as well, but you should be saving some of these. At least I feel as though you should be saving some of these. Oh no, man. Big save, Subin. Ah, well. Growing up, I had a fair few animals myself, like. Good to have a wee sit down now, though. Drive it. Ah, you need to stay on side. Just keeping the ball. Go on. See this guy, this Crystal Palace centre half as well. I've been seeing him in a fair few teams. So obviously somebody's called him meta. Because you know what the FC community is like. There's not a creative bone in their body. And when I mean, that's just amateur hour for the defence. What's the point to anticipate if you're just going to, they're able to actually like phase through you? And again, you know, fair play, this guy's deserved to win the game, but some of the goalkeeping, alright, cool. Again, this is 3 goals in a row that he's going to score here. I've actually gone the right way there. What's the point? My defenders can't even take the ball off him when they've got 90 plus defending. What has Voller got on him when he's at home? I also probably should have been waiting until the ball went out of play to check the chat, in fairness. I'll need to get better at doing that. I'll need to get much better at doing that. So this is going to be a pointless game number 1, because as much as I'll get champs points, that's not what we're playing for. We're playing to get the rewards. And we're not even doing an Evo or anything. Pointless game number 1. High feet. Penalty. Red card. Disqualification. Alright, cool. Just bouncing off Martin Boyle's feet about 20 times. High feet. Penalty. Red card. Disqualification. Right. Let's dust. We did lose the first game yesterday, in fairness, as well. Dust ourselves off and go again, eh? Right. Let's check the objectives and stuff just in case we've got something we can claim that will give us a wee bit of decent stuff. Nah, it's the live event thing that I'm waiting to claim. Ahead to the key. Right, come on, let's get an opponent here. Where is taking so long? Name doing? Let's see who we're up against. Come on. Great start. Oh, why am I shooting from there? That was questionable decision making, to say the least. And now we're going to find ourselves 1-1. Oh no, Suman's done his job. Suman has done his job. It's a rarity, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, come on, I should have skipped past him there. Away you go. That's very dynamic for you, Bonnie Stewart. It has to be said. KT. Brilliant. Honestly. One wee touch and it just totally threw off his balance completely there. Good bit of defending there, man. Good bit of defending. Finish it. Lovely. Ah, why is that not going out wide? Oh no. Right. Go on now. 3-0 on the cards here. Brilliant. Don't know what kind of deflection that took. There you go, that's how confident I am against this guy. Still replying to an email while we're in the middle of the game. No disrespect to him, of course. That is total disrespect. If there's any chats coming in now as well, I will get to them in a second. It's just an important works email I need to reply to. Get that back to the goalie. Or do that, I suppose. Go on, Barney. Right. Aye, that was the last guy, Adam. To be fair, just the skill move merchant. There's no creativity in the community, though. That's the problem. As soon as like one of the popular influencers says this is the most meta player to put an Evo on, everybody suddenly puts the Evo on the same player, which is the total opposite of what Evos are meant to be, in my opinion. It shouldn't be about already sticking an upgrade on someone who's already good. It should be about not necessarily doing exactly what I've done with them, but it should be about taking players who are not of the required level and getting them up to the required level to be able to be good. The main thing that it should be used for, from everybody's standpoint anyway, is it should be to be able to use cards from your club that you support, is the main thing. Unless you're doing something similar to what I'm doing here. But it shouldn't be a case of like when Neymar came out, everybody was immediately desperate to Evo Neymar, which I kind of understand, because Neymar's regular card on his own. We need to lock in here. Neymar's regular card on his own, not when it came out, it's not exactly a usable card to be able to go in, especially at the time of the game it came out. So I kind of understand wanting to Evo Neymar from that standpoint and use a Neymar card along with like Messi and Ronaldo, who again at their base cards, particularly at this stage in the game, are not usable. But the problem I've got is when everybody does the same thing, same cards, same formation, even the cards out with the Evos. Oh, come on, man. 3-0 up. And that's another one that Suman should be saving on. I'm sorry, but he's, it's not even to the side of the goal there. See, at least that one, I've fired that into the back of the net. His goalie shouldn't be getting anywhere near that one. But that one I've just conceded with Suman there. It was a joke. See, I'm the same with how the game is now, and the repetitiveness of all the same teams getting used in that. If Evos, it's hard to determine because we know what Evos bring now. If they took Evos out, I definitely would stop playing. I've seen somebody say they needed to take Evos out of the game, which is ridiculous. It's the best thing they've ever added into Ultimate Team. It's hard to say that I wouldn't still be playing if they never introduced Evos into Ultimate Team, because obviously you don't. It's a case of like you won't know what you're missing with it if it was never a thing. But if they definitely if they took Evos out the game now, then I would find it really tough to want to play at this point, because I've got no interest in playing now with now that Evos are a thing. I've got no interest in playing with the quote meta players and stuff like that, icons and Mbappe and all that. The only time I've used them is for the objectives that come out to unlock Evos, basically. What pass that was, Barney. So other than through necessity, and using them to unlock stuff that will boost my Scottish Premiership cards, I'm not at all interested in using the likes of any of the quote meta players. If a Scottish Premiership card happens to be meta, which is on the very rare occasion, but obviously for every informed Shane Duffy you get one year, you get that Europa League Ryan Kent everybody hated. So if a Scottish Premiership card happens to be meta, then fair enough, I'm using a meta card, but unless that's the case, then I've not got any interest in using it. And then even now, like, I could just craft like the team of the absolute best Scottish Premiership players available, but I did want to have a team where every single position on the park was a different club, just for as much variety as possible. At the moment, Hibs are missing out because I don't have any Hibs player in the starting 11. But I am, just because I like the feel of Martin Boyle. When I do get him up to having his 4th playstyle plus, he will be in there ahead of Barney Stewart in the starting 11, which means, unfortunately for Falkirk, they will drop out of the starting 11 for the time being. Referee. But then Barney Stewart will come off the bench anyway, so it's all 12 teams will get representation in games. And I suppose if I wanted to, I could make my manager David Gray or John McGlynn for the representation. But that's the problem with like having the managers for representation as well. Like the amount of managers that get sacked throughout the season, and then don't get the replacement comes in and isn't from like another league that's already in the game, which means you don't have that replacement there. And then on the rare occasion as well, sometimes they don't even add for the Scottish Premiership players in that come in like late in the transfer windows and stuff, because they come in from a league that isn't in the game. Then you don't get the player available for transfer. I think there was when Dundee United came back into the Premiership, they had like a massive chunk of their squad that they were using in real life were missing in the game. And then sometimes EA don't even give us the transfer cards as well. In the summer transfer window, when Arne Engels moved to Celtic, we never ended up getting an Arne Engels Celtic card. I'll take that, so I will. We've got points on the board, people. Oh, what an evening comes in the mind, keep sleeping. I actually got a partial restriction. I think I said this on the last FC stream. I got a partial restriction on the FC streams because of the music that's used in the game, and as a result, my videos were not showing in Belarus and Russia. So my apologies to MD from those countries. Interesting squad in front of us. But see, like the squad that's just came in, so he's got that centre mid, which looks like he's playing for Viking or something like that. Just one random centre mid, right? Which, fair enough, great for using him. And then he's got that Ronaldinho, which everybody, as soon as they were like, oh, you get this free Dino, let's evo him. He's got Mbappe up front. There's, you know, it's just sometimes you've got a tiny bit of creativity, and then just none with the rest of the team. I understand wanting to build the best possible team because nobody likes to get beat in games, but I care more when I would care more about getting beat with like when I'm using like the best players available to me, because it's like, well, the only reason I'm getting beat at that point is because the guy's better than me or the game's going completely against me. Whereas that can happen while using a Scottish Premiership team, and I'm just playing the game to have a bit of fun. So I'm nowhere near as bothered about getting beat as a result. Obviously, nobody likes getting beat, but. And then who knows? Maybe it does bother me more than I'm letting on at the moment if I do get beat. But see, that one was just pure for me. But it's nowhere near to the level where I would be getting as annoyed as I used to be playing FIFA, for example. Pure smashing controllers and that back in the FIFA 18 days and all sorts. Alright, cool. See, I don't mind having to change the whole team if it's a quick objective, and I know that I'm getting good rewards from it as well. I also, as long as you don't have to impact the bench and it's just a starting 11, it means that I can get evos on the go at the same time and then just sub people off, and I'm doing evos that are going to improve the team, as well as getting the objectives done as well. I mean, this guy's good. See, that's the card I was talking about. That one's creative, but then the rest of his team is letting it down because he's got Mbappe and Ronaldinho and all that in the team. Even was it this year that everybody said Florian Wirtz was the main man? He's got him in the team too. It's a shame. So it is. Unless the only reason that guy's got that guy is because I don't think they hand out pro cards anymore to the actual players. Who knows if it's the actual player I'm playing. Yeah, good stuff. Right, make the most of this break. I mean, the guy, he's chasing me with Joe Linton now. Everybody's got that Joe Linton, because when Foot Birthday came out, they done it on him and just made him like the perfect general in midfield. And then it's about using like OP. It's mental that like some heroes, for example, no disrespect to the likes of Al Jaber and Al Waran, but I think because of them being OP in FIFA at times, they've now got a massive contingent of generation that know exactly who they are, not because of anything that they did in the Saudi League or for their country in particular, because of them being OP in FIFA. Is why they've been now at that stage. And if anything, in fairness, it's helped the celebrity status and popularity of some women's footballers because of them getting included in Ultimate Team and being overpowered. So Claudia Pina has become extremely famous, for example, amongst the FIFA community anyway, or the FC community, for the wrong reasons, mind you, but that is some tackle he's put in there. What a block. I mean, you can get into the argument of whether or not the women should be in a separate game mode or not because it's not even just because of the ratings disparity which people are obviously talking about. The issue that I have is that, you know, you give the women strength relative to their strength, which is fine, But then, as a result, it means that you can have a wee 5'6" Lassie striker bodying Virgil van Dijk at the back. Like he's absolutely no threat. That is true. I've been saying that. The fact that Kenny Dalglish is the only Scottish icon or hero. There's so many to pick from as well. Obviously it's rest in peace Dennis Law, but I'm hopeful that because he did pass away, that's something that they'll consider. Not only that, but they do have George Best and Bobby Charlton in the game, so they're one guy away from the Man United Holy Trinity in there. But I'm hoping with this new, they're testing the new card type, what's it called, Hall of Fame I think it is, and the card type is for like FIFA Legends, if you like. Assuming that's another one that you should be dealing with. For FIFA Legends, if you like. So like Aidan McGeady's being tested as one of them I've seen, and obviously he's not Scottish, but his card would be the first official special hero icon whatever for the Scottish Premiership, which I thought they were going to give for Nakamura because he was in testing, but then they still haven't given Nakamura a card yet. The first ever one officially was I think last year. DeMarcus Beasley had a promo card version that was for his Rangers card. So that was the official, like, first official Scottish Premiership hero item. Because the heroes in the game at the moment that have played in the Scottish Premiership are DeMarcus Beasley, Robbie Keane and Freddie Ljungberg. And then the icons, Gattuso, Larsson, Wright, Best, who else? Keane, Dalglish. I don't think I've missed anybody from there. And then you can have, you could argue Steven Gerrard and John Barnes for management as well. Harry Kewell was the Celtic assistant manager or coach at one point. So there's a few bits of representation you could get away with. And then if you're being really flippant with it, you could put Rio Ferdinand in there to represent Anton Ferdinand playing in Scotland. And Peter Schmeichel to represent Casper in Scotland. And obviously Brian Laudrup did used to have a legend card in the game, but then got taken out for some reason, can't remember. But does Michael Laudrup still have one actually? I don't ever see anybody kicking around him. Hadji for Hadji as well. I think who else? Ronaldinho was once linked with a move to St Mirren on loan, so you can have Ronaldinho in your team. At least I think it was St Mirren. It wasn't Celtic or Rangers or Hearts or Hibs or Aberdeen or that. It was somebody outside that contingent. Right, let's see if we can get back into this game. Beat the meta. Come on. Last year when I did the for FC25, that was the first time I did it, and like I'd done a video at the start of the year where it was like, here's the rules for the RTG, and I wanted to like build a collection of every icon and hero that had played in the Scottish Premiership, and I did do that. Even though I didn't use them in the RTG, I'd considered using them, but I just had the collection there for it. I did use the SPL. I allowed myself to use the SPFL Beasley because it was technically in the league, and I evoed him. But he was. I didn't realise how small he was. I dropped him as quickly as possible because I needed a bit more of a physical left back presence, and it was just a wee bit too wee. He played a charity match for Motherwell. Now we're getting really flippant with it. Wayne Rooney played a charity match for Celtic, so and Wayne Rooney said he regrets not joining Celtic, so we can use Wayne Rooney. Could do a team of nearly transfers and stuff, or heavy transfer rumours at the time. Like, what was it? Messi and Iniesta nearly ended up on loan at Rangers or something. I think R9 nearly ended up at a club as well as Ronaldinho. Ivan Toney certainly nearly ended up at both Celtic and Rangers, I think. And then neither club ponied up the cash. John McGinn, for obviously he already played in the Scottish Premiership, but 0.5 million keeping him away for Celtic. It'll be tough at the start of the year each time, I would imagine, doing it for Motherwell. This year it was certainly not only was the gameplay much better at the start of the year, I actually got 11 wins in the first weekend league at the start of the year with the team. But it was easier in total because of the fact that you could build right at the start of the year thanks to certain players transferring and stuff like that. Another hit off the bar from a free kick, honestly, one of these days. You could build right at the start of the year thanks to the amount of gold cards that Celtic and Rangers both have, apart from one centre-back partner where you had to go for like John Souttar, Austin Trusty or somebody like that to partner up with Carter Vickers. You could have a full gold starting 11 straight away. And because of Aberdeen getting the loan of Jesper Karlsson as well, he was a gold card. So it was what was it? You could have, if I remember rightly, it was Kasper Schmeichel as the goalie or Jack Butland. You could have your pick of either, but I went for the highest rated possible starting 11. Alistair Johnson, one rating higher than Tavernier, I believe, so it was him in there. Carter Vickers, and I think it was Trusty I went for, just because of the pace. Then Kieran Tierney at left back. 3 midfielders of McGregor, Hatate and Raskin, I think it was. And then a front 3 of Jota on the right, Jesper Karlsson on the left, and Dyson Maeda through the middle it was. But that team will obviously look a wee bit different next year, considering that a few of the players are not even in the league anymore. Or will not be in the league anymore. Kasper Schmeichel will certainly be gone. There's obviously, I think, major rumours of Nico Raskin leaving. Hatate's been left out in the cold by Martin O'Neill. Dyson Maeda's already expressed his desire to leave, so he'll not be there. Karlsson, of course, no longer on loan at Aberdeen. So we shall see what the starting 11 looks like. Oh yes, Claudio Braga, come on. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of base rating the likes of Claudio Braga and Kiziridis, if they stay, have. I'll be checking their base rating regardless, just out of curiosity. The biggest what if for me at the start of the year was Hamza Egeman, because I thought he would have been a really good one to Evo. So it was a shame that he was gone. Go on, we can win this. We can win this. If we play our cards right here. Ah, what a save. Oh yes. You love last minute winners like that, especially when a centre half gets the winner. Aye, half the Motherwell team. I know that Celtic are looking at Just, Watt and Masvenizi, so might be taking 3 off you. Carlson had a Dutch Player of the Month card. Was that when he was at AZ Alkmaar? I think they should do player. See, that's something as well that I don't understand that EA don't do. Why they don't do Player of the Months for every league they have the rights to in the game? Because, you know, if people don't want to do the SPC, they won't do the SPC. And why they don't do Team of the Season for every league that they have in the game. I know that obviously we got Team of the Season Negrin, Team of the Season Fernandez, and Team of the Season Halkett, but why not a full Scottish Premiership Team of the Season? You know, people would use them. I don't understand EA. That was a great win there, to be fair.
With your eyes upon me, you know they weigh me.
Don't you lift me higher, 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 higher.
Are you ready now? This is what you wanted, so lay me down.
Right. Actually, I did have a couple of Evos on the go, didn't I? So we could maybe jump into the penalty event and get them sorted quickly, because you just need, what, 3 matches? Nah, we'll quickly get them done. So Sapsford replaces Maida, and then that's a nation anyway. And then we'll get Clarkson there, which means we can put Clegy there, and then that's another nation on the bench, which means we would qualify for the event. Easy. It's good these transfers that we sold as well from the rewards.
I can see you clear through the sunlight.
That Clegy was one of the first cards I evoed this year too. So good at the start of the year. That Oxlade Chamberlain won't be able to get used next year either, because the reports today that it looks like Celtic are not going to be renewing his contract. Right, come on, where you going, Ronaldo? Top right, you got it. Love it. Think down the middle from Clegy, easy. Happy days. I mean, we don't even need to win these games, it's just playing them. Top right again. Yeah, it was always going to be difficult to predict the whole time, wasn't it? Left. Oh no. It's going to go top right this time again. I know it. Oofed. Look, Graham, we're going to go left again. He's not going to see that coming. Come on. He's dinking it down the middle, I know it. Oh, what a penalty. What a penalty, sir. Sapsford. Oh. Easy. Oh, he forfeited. Strange. Very strange. But we'll take it. Right, 2 more games of that and then back to Rivals. Don't know why I'm yawning. Division Rivals. The absolute undisputed best game mode in this lovely game of EAFC. Does anybody actually see if there wasn't tokens in these rivals? I would not care about the like packs that you were getting previously, the coins. The only reason I'm playing this is the tokens because of that Mazwinizi Evo that we got as a result of it, and then there was the other Evo as well. So I wouldn't be playing if those weren't on the line. And it happens in every FIFA cycle, obviously, but I think it happens quicker now because of the lack of variety in teams that you come up against. You're just sick of playing the same. It's even if there's obviously different players, it's the same opponent. Same opponent every time. One of the worst things that ever happened to FC or FIFA was content creators, particularly the pro players, are the ones that finish on a high number of wins, posting their custom tactics and which players they use, because it just completely destroys the community because everybody does the same thing over and over again. Oh dear. That's why, apart from the fact that even before the patches it's better, that's why the first 2 weeks of the game are the best, because people are still figuring out what the best method to do things is. What works, what doesn't work, that sort of thing. But then you get to this stage and everybody knows exactly what works and what doesn't. You know, that guy has just had a horror penalty shootout. Bloody horror show there for him. 100%, I agree, Adam. It's you definitely shouldn't go into it going like, oh, I can stick this on Mbappe, who's already class. Let's just double check that there's no objectives here that I can get, because I have in fact finished the event. It definitely should, there just should be more creativity surrounding it for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, when I'm putting evos on people, I do like go, oh, is that the best person I could put that evo on, or can I put it on someone else? But it's to do with like low rate cards. Sapsford was 64 rated at the start of the game. Like, if I, off the top of my head, bronze, so definitely really low rated bronze. Jamie Brandon bronze, bronze Fernandez, bronze Luke Graham, starts off as a gold, obviously that's a promo card. Silver, low rated gold, silver but that's a promo card, silver, bronze, silver. And then promo card but silver, and then that was just to fill up the quota. Bronze, that was his SBC, but it starts off as obviously the highest rated gold in the league, I think it was. And then silver, so it's nowhere near like meta. Although the Maida card at the start of the year was properly crazy in game. What doesn't help as well, because some of the most fun that I've had has been the grind to get them up to this level. What doesn't help is when the new game's about to come out, you're going to get the likes of Bateson and Danny Aarons and that loading up 50 grand's worth of FC points to open boot 70 million packs at the start of the game, and then they'll have a full icon team plus Mbappe at the start of the game next year, which means that the grind is basically non-existent for them. And then, as much I understand that they're doing it because they're going to get money back from the content that they can make with using these cards, but totally kills the game. The most fun part is to grind. Completed the game for the first day at this point. Oh dear. Don't need to win anyway. Good penalty. We're just going to tap this one. We'll stay middle. Good penalty, well done, mate. Credit to EA for this event, though. Penalty event. Class. For Evos. That's why, especially for just to playing the game. If it was winning, it'd be frustrating. Right, so we have now completed Zach Sapsford. And Cleege. Two brilliant looking cards there, I must say so. Right. No, what we're doing, we're not going in a moment of glory, we're going into rivals. That's what we're going into. The thing is with that, Adam, with EA, right? They came in with this marketing strategy of we're going to listen to you, right? But obviously games need patches, right? Throughout the year to make sure any wee inconsistencies are dealt with. But this game at the start of the year, for the first 2 weeks to 3 weeks, was brilliant. Apart from the passing, if you didn't have passing playstyles on players, was a wee bit poor. But what, you know, if you got used to it, then you would get used to that. The kick-off goals were ridiculous at the start of the year. That was an issue. And corners, short corners, were basically a goal. Taking them short. So those three things needed addressed. But defending was hard, right? It absolutely was hard. But it's hard at the beginning of every year because you're getting used to defending again, and you're also going from playing with 99 rated footies cards with 99 rated stats to playing with low rated cards again. So you've got to get used to that aspect of it. But the game was excellent in the first 2 weeks of the year, and then they started patching it because people were like, "Oh no, we're struggling massively defensively," and people didn't realise how heavily they relied on AI defending until the beginning of this year, basically. So there was they did listen to the fans in that regard, but they made the wrong choice. Instead of just going, nope, you've got to get used to how this defending is. This is how defending is. Either put in the work to get better at it, or it is what it is. They just increased how good the AI was at defending, and then you went from a free-flowing football game to just the same slog to get through every time, where you've got somebody just sticks on team press, which, you know, sometimes they take measures to address throughout the year, but somebody just sticks on team press and the team and then lets the AI defend for them. The worst thing I've ever seen was how you can, and I know that the pro players do it and that's where people copy it from, but how you can select a CDM or a striker and run around with just the one player and get more benefit out of defending like that and letting the AI do the job for you than you controlling the nearest defender to them is a farce and should never ever be the case. So there's, I mean, that, like I say, it should never be the case. Being able to just let your defence do it for you. You're not even doing it. The only player that you shouldn't really have to control is a goalkeeper. Obviously, they took out goalkeeper movement, but, and then, you know, I have conceded way more goals with not being able to move my goalie across, but I've also scored more goals. There were some people that were so good at goalie movement, which made it, the thing with the goalie movement, it was just unrealistic. No goalkeeper moves the way that people move them in real life, because if you go way too early in real life, the striker's just going to look up and go, okay, I'll just pop it into the bottom corner. But obviously you've already, because you've activated a shot animation, there's nothing you can do at that point unless you're so quick to react that you are able to do a fake shot and then take advantage of the fact that they go. But then if somebody relies on goalie movement too much and you know that they kept doing it, I wasn't too thingied about it getting taken out, because it is what it is. But if, you know, you actually could get benefits of playing against somebody that kept spamming goalie movement if you were running through on goal and you waited for them to move their goalie, and then you've got an open goal at that point because they kept spamming it. And it's hard to, once you've been doing it over and over again, it's hard to get that out of your defensive mindset. I mean, I still try and move the goalie from time to time as well when it's a one-on-one. Something else that needs to be addressed though is obviously I've got crossplay on now, but I had it off for the majority of last year because of the PC players. I've not really came up against too many of them this year, in fairness, but when you do come up against them, it's not just at the risk of coming up against somebody that could hack and mean that they've got control of your team and they're scoring on goals and stuff like that, and it's just pointless to play against them, or the no loss glitch or something like that. But PC has an advantage because of the frame rate that they're playing on. They've got smoother gameplay than you do, so it's something that they need to, by all means, keep cross playing, especially for stuff like pro clubs where you're playing with folk that are on different consoles than you. But you need to do what COD did and have cross play without PC involved in it. Just keep PC, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Nintendo Switch have got their own like server and game. They're not involved in the crossplay, so it would be very simple to do the same for PC. Give them their own game basically, because there's just too many advantages to playing on PC in comparison to console. I mean, they've already, what is it, because of the marketplace, they didn't want to like buckle that, so even though the marketplace does get buckled anyway, they gave PC or at one point they had a separate marketplace. I don't know, I just oh, come on. I just think that next year they need to have the crossplay where console players can't play against PC players, unless, you know, instead of just opting out of crossplay entirely, you give the options. You go crossplay is automatically switched on, You can opt out of playing against the PC players if you want to, or you can just opt out of crossplay entirely, and then you don't play anybody that's not on your console. But if it's you should allow the option basically, and then you give PC the same option. You don't. You give them the option to only play against Xbox, or only play against PlayStation, or only play against PC. Everybody should have the choice available there. You shouldn't force them into going, right, because I do want to play people on PlayStation. This guy's on PlayStation now. But the risk you take is playing somebody on PC, which I do not want to play. There are some games where it doesn't matter, like, you know, apart from like cheats and stuff like that. Cheats are the main reason people don't want to play PC players, I think, other than the fact that they do get an advantage in FIFA because of the faster frame rates and the smoother gameplay as a result. But the hacks are definitely the main reason that people don't want to play against PC, I would say. Imagine you were 14-0 and you came up against a PC player in the last one, and then they do that hack where they get control of your whole team. Human. Man, I just couldn't get the ball out from under his feet there at all. How fast is that? Oh, it's that Somerville, he's got 99 pace. Ah, well. Right before half time. Half time. Half time. See, I haven't actually come up against anybody, Adam, that did that to me. But I've obviously seen the clips of the hacking taking place, and I'd be fuming if it happened against me. There's just no need for it. But I had it switched off last year until I got 11 wins on champs, because that was the target win with the RTG. Got the 11 wins and then turned it on and then got back to back 11 wins. Playing crossplay, and I was like, why did I not have this switched on the whole time, man? But I've got it on at the moment because sometimes playing pro clubs, and some of the folk that we play clubs with are on different consoles, so we've got to I just have it on anyway. I think if I didn't play pro clubs, I'd have it switched off. Right, go on there. Ah. Oh no. Back inside, I know it's coming. Go on, KT, get there. Fine. There we go. Ref. Yeah, it's the main ones that I've seen Adam hack-wise were the two cursors above your players, and then they just go and like score on goals. Which I don't understand, because I know that it takes EA a little bit of time to crack down on it, but when they do crack down on it, they do issue bans. Same like, oh, I've discovered a new no loss glitch. It's like, well done, mate. You'll get banned. Was it worth the couple of 15 and 0s you got? Probably no, because rewards are stinking. Because it's not a case of like, they're not going to, if they're having to cheat to get 15 and 0, it's not like they're going to get invited to tournaments and do well as a result of that. So I don't understand it personally. Why risk the ban for awful rewards? You're not beating Kometo in the air there, mate. How's he got away with that, man? Aye, I'd be fuming as well. I remember as well, I jumped onto, I did obviously my Black Ops stream yesterday. I jumped onto Modern Warfare 3, and I was max prestige on Modern Warfare 3 as well. And I jumped onto Modern Warfare 3, went into a game, and it ended up being a hacked lobby, and the guy was just cheating to kill everybody. And all I did was message him and say, "What kind of fun do you get for doing that?" And then he deranked me. So I was like, okay, cool. But it's a game that came out in like 2011, so it's not gonna like, I'm not gonna be distraught about it. Do you know what I mean? I only jumped on for a wee bit of fun. But I was like, all I did was ask you why you were doing it and what kind of fun you were getting out of doing this, because I just wanted to play a proper game. And he deranked me. And then he messaged me and said, I'll put you back to your rank if you pay me money. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay you money for a game that's, I think at that point it was 2025, so that's 15-year-old at this point. I'm not going to pay you money for a 15-year-old game to give me my rank back on a game that I'm only going to play once in a blue moon. Plus, I was like, do you know what? I quite like the prospect of re-earning the ranks again as well anytime I do play it, because, you know, I might have had everything, but it's why I want the ports of Black Ops and Black Ops to come to Xbox as well as PlayStation. This Rashford is... Why is... Every year Rashford is an absolute pain to play against. Every single year. Obviously he's had a good year in real life this year, but no matter how good he's playing in real life, no matter how low a rated card he has, he's a nuisance to play against every year. Obviously he's a lot higher rated every year, but Van Dijk's in that same camp. He's an absolute nuisance to play against every year, Van Dijk. Unjust. Alright, cool. He wasn't even in control of that timber. And he just goes, oh, I'll just win the ball back there. And then Bruiser, just no problem. Was that Mickey Van de Ven? That's another one this year that, like, no creativity from the community. It's like, Mickey Van de Ven, yes please. You know, gone were the days. I remember back in the day in like FIFA 15 and that. You're like, right, I'm going to build a non-rare Premier League team and a Russian league team. And you'd have those teams for months of the year. Obviously now there's a lot more competitive game modes that can get you better rewards than what it was back in the day. But you couldn't see anybody now going, do you know what, my first team is going to be a non-rare Premier League team, and I'm going to have, because of squad fitness as well back in the day, so you didn't have to buy squad fitness cards off the get-go. You're going, my second team is going to be that Russian league team, and you'll rotate between playing with the two so that you don't have to buy a squad fitness card. That was an excellent addition to Ultimate Team that they did, was take away the squad fitness and contracts, in fairness to you. That's a frustrating loss, means that it's another game that's going to have to be played. Ding, 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 ding. Three wins to get this sorted, and then 3 more wins after that. So we've got to win 6 more games as it stands. Let's see what we're up against. Okay. Right. Some interesting picks there but then some meta picks sprinkled in there, but still a little bit of creativity there, in fairness to him. Unfortunately, the formation didn't have a lot of creativity about it, but come on, good start. I get that they killed the transfer market, but it's still it was still frustrating to have to apply them if you didn't have a second squad. Thing is with the transfer market now, anyway, I've because obviously, well, Evos need to be funded, but because I've got dirt cheap Scottish Premiership cards, outstanding the Kieran Tierney, who I didn't wait for his price range to be updated because I wanted to use him straight away. Outside the Kieran Tierney, I think the most expensive card in the team, including the bench, was that Claudio Braga when it came out, and it was like 25k. So the market to me doesn't mean squat apart from funding the Evos, which in reality the market means nothing to me. Come on, Cometio, centre half running here. Look at the pace on him. Oh, he read that like a book. Go on, Cometio, finish that. We've absolutely been done. Go on, Kizzy. Oh no. Keeper was beat, but the other man on the line. Look, it's just too congested in the box, man. Save Courtois. Oh, well, I'll take that actually. I'm the same. Every card that I get that's not tradable goes straight in the club, but I always stored contracts and squad fitnesses when they were a thing. Injury cards always get stored. So, they all, I get what you mean on that. Because you never know when an SPC is going to be needed. I mean, because obviously they've released the showdown, Kieran Tierney, Lawrence Shankland, Yang, and Dyson Maeda, so those SPCs needing to be done. But out with that, unless they do Evos in an SBC, I've got no rhyme nor reason to do SBCs. So my club is just totally stacked. See, he's got Man United badge, we're playing at Old Trafford. I mean, that's fair enough, that's a unique Evo up top. But a Man United badge, we're playing at Old Trafford, and is Lenny Yoro his only Man United related player there? That's something that bugs me. Yeah, you might want to use Ronaldinho and Cruyff and stuff like that when you get them, but I don't know. In this day and age with how good the Evos are, because people actually say, the ones that wanted the Evos removed were saying it's because, you know, Evos are killing the market because the Evos are better than the promo cards. So that would give people more reason than ever to Evo their players and have a full Evo team for their clubs. If the Evos really are better than the vast majority of the promo cards that are getting released. Which they definitely, I can definitely see they are, because of how important playstyles are, which is another argument entirely. And them needing to be removed. But because of how important playstyles are, you know, you look at that Roberto Carlos card, and people are like, no thanks for me, because like almost all his playstyle pluses are not good playstyle pluses. Brilliant, Barney. You got to score here. Oh, come on. There we go. Would have been a travesty if we didn't score there. And if he wants to rage quit here, that would be another absolute... I love that. 2 in a row. So we've now gone from that to, we need 4 more wins. What are Barney's stats anyway? Aye, that's a pretty fairly good ratio for the guy. See, I knew he had tiki-taka. There was a pass that got played on the champ stream yesterday where he completely bottled it with a first time pass. Unreal. What's Tawanda's goal ratio for me? No bad. Oh, we've got a message. What are we saying here? Played like a sado and watched the whole pre-game. Sub to the channel. I watched the whole pre-game to see the team, to be fair. I do like to see what team's coming up. On stream at the moment, if you want to come watch. I know you can't see these messages, but I'd make the promo Evo only stop promo cards in time. Yeah. The thing is, right, with some... the problem you get with promos is that EA recycle the same players over and over again. And the top 5 leagues are, of course, going to get priority because they're going to sell packs. But they never, ever, ever, ever really give any cards to anybody outside the top 5 leagues for ages. Like, there are fans of teams outside the top 5 leagues. Oh, data mismatch apparently. There are fans of teams outside the top 5 leagues, so you need to take that into account when you're doing your promos. But that's why Team of the Week to me is so important for, like, the Scottish Premiership. As much as we don't always get Team of the Week cards, especially when we deserve them, sometimes players have scored hat-tricks and not gotten informs. You've got people that are like, oh, get rid of Team of the Week because it's pointless now. And I'm like, no, Team of the Week is like one of the only chances to get a Scottish Premiership special card. Jeez, oh. So I didn't want them. I'm like, you know what? If the people fans of the top 5 leagues don't want team of the week, then make it the team of the week can only be for teams outside the top 5 leagues, or only one inform per league, or something like that, and then we can get more Scottish Premiership cards as a result. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Go on, Barney. Big touch outside. Love it. Love it. Oh, happy days. Oh, that is a scrumptious pass, to be fair to him. Actually, I just noticed he's got Paul Scholes as an Evo card. That's a rarity. Fair play to him for that one. Well, that seems weird to say for an icon. Maslawi. Good save, Suman. Doing your job for a change. Ref. Could be serious consequences for that tackle. Go on. Finish it. Yes. We're cooking with gas now. Ref. I don't know why I'm saying ref. There was nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, bud. Just a tiny bit, merely a touch there, and we're through for 3. Brilliant, Keezy. Love it. That is the Jordan Devlin's signature move there, the fake shot turn finesse. Love it. Save, Suman. I'll take that. Boo. Boo. He's living a first time pass, this guy, isn't he? Go on, Mazwin, easy. Not quite. That was poor for me. Go on, Jamie Brandon. Drive with it, son. Just keep going. All day. All day. Fair play, mate. Tried to play him offside, didn't work. Juan Mata. Did he not get a team of the season card I rated in that flashback? I'm sure he did. Good save, Tim Howard. Was it Tim Howard? I don't know. Why have I played that in? That is amateur hour. Oh! Love it, Mazwanese. Mazwanese! Right, drive it. Ah! Tried to turn around, no turn to the side. Save. Music's got me feeling so free. Great block. Oof. Negative. Will something positive come from it though? Might do. Nearly did. The first through ball was supposed to go straight to Mazwanese, but we got where we wanted in the end. Have it! Ah, unlucky. Oh, come on, man. I'll take that. 4-1 at half time. Can't be too cross with that kind of scoreline at half time. Right, second half, come on now. Jamie Brandon, where are you, pal? Win that KT. Yes. Oofed. Some tackle that, man. Uh-oh. We have no started this second half well, either of us. I'll tell you that much. Bang. You could do me a favour and leave, mate. Defense on their heels there, man, big time. See, that's another one that they they had patched, and they patched it last year, and now they've just let it go back to what it was. They don't punish anybody for lunging in and spamming tackles anymore, because you can just immediately recover and spam another tackle. Hold on, Green Q. I'm up in space, man. Why are we still in this game, man? Bang. Good tackle. Fair play. The fairest of plays there, pal. Fair enough. Good goal. Amadi ha-ho. Running down the wing. Yeah, the Rangers sing. We're no going anywhere in the league. Oofed. Rattled the Dembaba. He's it. Substitutions if he's not going to leave anyway. Right. Did he bring on any subs? I see Diddy Drogba on the park. He wasn't on the park before. Ooh. Go on then. Go on then. Claudio Braga. Oh, through the goalie's legs and just wide. Dearie me. Damn it. Offside. Alright, didn't they play the bar me? Well, and Schumann. Is it Cameron Carter Vickers at the back? Who is that? He's got at the back. Uh-oh. Big. Why has he tried to chip that? What is that? There's Rowie. There's Rowie's in-game looks a lot like Cameron Carter Vickers. Bang. Good ball. Played off. Back to Boyle. Finish it off. Gotta teach that. Go, 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 go! Oh, you... Come on now. What do you think, chat? Do you think he's going to come back? 6 goals and however many minutes are about to be added on? A minute. I mean, there was 6 goals in 2 minutes, I'm sure. Big shot inside, Phoenix. And may as well just swing this one. Win that! Oh yes, you're hitting this. Ah, beautiful. I'm going for an O as well, Adam. Didn't even score 1 goal, never mind 6. New Division 2. Right. Okay. What's the difference between that? Because Rivals is a bit of a slog, so preview rewards for tier 2. 400 tokens versus, oh, is that the, oh, it's only 250 coins. 400 if you get it, plus 85k. I don't know, man. I don't know. Right. Let's see what's in the store for us to open anyway. Do we get anything? No. Right. So at the moment I am going to call that quits for a minute just there, because I do have 1 or 2 things to do before we get to 7 PM today, and I need to get them done beforehand, so we're going to call it quits at the moment. For it, but thank you very much for watching. If you are new around here, please consider checking out some of the other content on the channel, liking and subscribing, and I'll catch you later on. We'll probably stream the rest of the games later.